Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a Nikki Uncut. This Nikki Uncut is my favorite Nikki Uncut of the month because it's the first one of the month. Happy May to you all. This is going to be my April favorites. Products that I used the most in the month of April, products that I grabbed the most that I really thoroughly enjoyed. A lot of which came from my many purchases during the Sephora savings event. So a lot of those products, I'm happy to say, made it into my favorites. That's always a good thing, because that means I didn't waste my money on them and I'm actually getting my money's worth. So without further ado, let's get into it. And some of these products are not new, but I've been loving them so much that I had to include them in this video. I'm going to start with those products first because they're not necessarily new. I've been talking about them for a while now, and you know that I love them and you know my thoughts on them. So these two foundations have been on the highest rotation in my makeup bag. And when I'm talking about my makeup bag, I just want to remind you all that I pack this bag that Lisa J gave me every single week, and I take it on the road with me. I take it to work and I do my makeup in the car, and these two foundations have just never left it. They're fantastic formulas. One's a stick from Bosma Beauty. I wear the shade, I always forget, 027, but this is like a stick foundation that goes on really creamy, really lightweight. It blends in quite literally in seconds. So if you're on the go, if you're in a hurry and you don't want to fuss with like an actual liquid foundation that you have to pump out and blend on, this, you just pull it out, swipe it all over, and I find that I could be like heavy-handed with this and it still looks really natural and really skin-like. So it's a fantastic formula that is still a favorite of mine that I had to include in this video. The other one is an actual liquid foundation, and this is something I grab when I know I want to look flawless all day. Let's say I'm working during the day, I have an early call time, and then I have something in the evening that I want to still look really nice for, and I don't want to have to like overhaul my makeup and redo it completely. Like if I was to wear a skin tint, for example, I'll put this on. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Foundation. I wear the shade 2N, and I just can't stop using it. It's a great formula foundation. I did hear from them that they are expanding their shade range, so that's something to look forward to. Thank God. And then that's Tomas wreaking havoc under my desk right now. So anyway, these are like two of my favorite foundations. They have been just steady going in my makeup bag, and I cannot stop wearing these. The skin tint that I've been using the most for the month of April and testing out the longest for the month of April is the new one from Milk Makeup. It's the Grip Gel Tint. I wear the shade 6. And this is a really easy to work with, really beautiful product. I do think that's really nice for oily skin. It does leave me quite shiny. So when I first put it on, I just look like really glowy and like I have a healthy, dewy look to my skin. And I'd say by, I don't know, hour 5, I'm very shiny. Okay, very shiny. So I feel like this would be a really good product for normal skin. Even in dry skin, I don't feel like this would be an issue for you. It's not like a non-moisturizing skin tint, but I feel like it's a good, more lightweight skin tint for oily skin types. But just know, if you're like me and you're truly oily, you're going to be quite shiny just by wearing something like this because of the nature of the product. But all in all, really nice product. Wears really nice, even though I do get super shiny. I feel like it grips to my skin really well, and I really like the coverage of this product in particular. I find that I could do like a small amount and I still get a really nice amount of coverage that is like satisfying for me. So those are my foundation skin tints that I've been loving for April. And let's actually switch gears completely to something that would go underneath those kind of products. And I want to talk about the skincare that I've been using the most in the month of April and just absolutely loving. I have one product that's a mask. I've talked about this in the past. I'm almost out of it. This is so good. I can't even tell you. This is like the most amazing skin prep for prior to makeup if you're really dry, or if you're feeling like your skin is really dehydrated and parched. This is a peel off mask. It works so quick, and what it leaves your skin looking like is like glass. Like quite literally, it looks like you have glass skin if you use this. I've used it at night after like a long day. After I've washed my face, I'll put this on and it's just so soothing. I put it all over, peel it off, and once I do that, my skin is like deeply hydrated and deeply glowing. Like I am glowing from like a mile away. It's so nice, and it feels amazing on my skin. I didn't mention the name. This is the Baby Collagen Glow Mask, and this is the brand Peslo. I always forget the name of this brand, but I'll link it It's just a really, really amazing mask. If you want like that extra hydration and that dewy glass skin glow, this is the one to get. I'm gonna get another one for sure because I want to put in my makeup kit as like a skin prep for the times that I have extra time to prep my client's skin like properly. This is a really great product for like a quick instant pick me up, like a quick fix. The other product that I've been using a lot for April, and this is a brand that I'd never heard of. It's the brand Motif. It's the Abundance Plumping Phytoceramide Cleanser. So this is interesting because you could put this on and you could actually leave it on for a couple seconds to like a couple minutes. I usually leave it on for like 1 to 2 minutes and then I'll jump in the shower and I use it like as a pre-shower quick mask to exfoliate and just get my skin nice and prepped and really softened. It's really gentle. It definitely has like quite a bit of exfoliation to it. So when you're massaging it off, just be really careful and don't go too like harsh with it. If you do that, you'll be left with a really nice soft like baby skin type base to put the rest of your skin products on and then your makeup on. So I love this in the morning, not at night. And it's just easy. Really, really nice cleanser and slash treatment. So I'll link that as well. And then Dew, you know, I've been on my Dew train for a while and I got this during the Sephora savings event. I have probably like maybe 2 more days left of using this before it's completely out. I used this up so quick since I picked it up during the Sephora savings event. It's the Dew Deliverance Trinity Serum. This is a very calming, very soothing serum. Also hydrates your skin. It's also really great for redness, like reducing redness in your skin. So I like this during the day as like in between like my toner and my essences and my moisturizing sunscreen. That's when I'll put this and like plug this in. And it's just a really nice, soothing, hydrating product that wears really well under my makeup and all my other products as well. So I've been loving that. I got this also for my sister and my mom. They both love it as well. So looks like I'll be buying this for the rest of my life. So please don't discontinue this ever. And then a new product, skincare wise, that I also picked up. Forgot to mention it to you all, but I picked it up during the Sephora savings event also because I am a skincare, you know, I just can't stop. But I heard so many good things about this product, so I got very influenced to get it. I don't remember exactly who I saw talking about this, but there's a lot of people that talk about this product and this brand in particular for their skincare, so I had to get it. And I gotta tell you, this is probably one of the best creams I've ever used. This and the Dew Angel Lipid Repair Cream, I forget the exact name, but you know what I'm talking about, like in the white tube. Between this one and that, those are my 2 favorite moisturizers at the moment. This one I like to use at night, and I like to go ham with it. I like to plop tons and tons of it on my neck, my chest, my hands, my face, like all over the place. It is so, so nice. But I have used this also during the day. On the days where I feel like I need a little extra moisture, a little bit more like just like a little bit more care for underneath my makeup, I'll use a really, really small amount of this because I am super oily. So I'll use a small amount. I'll spread a thin layer all over, especially on my neck, but also around my eye area. And it's just a really great moisturizer. This is supposed to be, from what I understand, a more affordable, much more affordable alternative to the Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream, you know, like the $300 cream that everyone talks about. I've used it. It is incredible. It's incredible. If you have the budget for it, it's incredible. But if you don't have the budget for it, definitely get this. Like, this is such a rich, amazing anti-aging cream that is such a great price, and you get a ton of product. I mean, look at that bad boy. Like, that's a big bottle of moisturizer. And also the main thing this is supposed to do is it's lifting, it's firming. It's a moisturizer with plant retinol alternative. So you know, pregnancy safe. I'm just going to throw that out there in case you're, you know, looking for something like that. I would feel like this would be a really good alternative to like a retinol or a tretinoin and things like that. All I know is it just feels incredibly soothing, and I've been loving the way this looks on my skin. Not the way it looks, but like how it feels on my skin. It just is like a nice nighttime moisturizer and or daytime if you're not super duper oily like me. So that's been a favorite. This is something that I already know right away I'm going to be repurchasing once I run out. And another skincare product, but for the lips. I bought this kind of on a whim. I was having like a lot of like dry lip days, and I was like, you know, I want to buy a good treatment for my lips. Something like that's not just like a peptide treatment or like a shea butter type treatment. I want something like more like heavy duty more like substantial, like an actual like smoothing kind of treatment. So I bought the mini size, and this is all you need because you need the tiniest amount of this product. But this is the mini for $25. It's a Dr. Dennis Gross Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. So this is supposed to smooth fine lines, plump your lips, visibly hydrate, and visibly like reduce the appearance of like fine lines and, you know, like the crevices that we have in our lips naturally. And I could tell you this has been one of the best treatments prior to makeup. So I ordered another mini that I'm going to put in my pro kit that I'm going to prep my clients' lips with. One thing I want to warn you about, it is spicy. It is a plumper and a treatment all in one. So it's going to hydrate your lips. It's going to moisturize your lips. It's going to plump them, but like really, I'm talking really, really plump them. So you will get your lips, your lips will be noticeably red when you're using this product due to the ingredients in it. And just a forewarning, it is spicy. So if that is something that turns you off or you just can't handle, avoid this product. If you're okay with it and you don't mind like the spiciness and like the tingle and the jingle and all that stuff, then get it, because it's probably one of the best lip treatments that I've ever used or touched. Like this is really, I mean, it's impressive, okay? But don't get the big one, just get the $25 one, the mini one, because you only need like, honestly, the tiniest bit. I only do one little pump. I would show you, but I don't want to waste it. Do one pump, that's enough for both your lips, and let it soak in for about, I usually give it like, I want to say at least 10, 15 minutes. I'll put it on prior to any of my other makeup. I'll let it soak in while I'm doing my eye makeup, my brows, my foundation, everything. And then I'll take it off. I'll like blot it off, the excess product, right before I do my lip liner and my lipsticks. And wow, big difference. Speaking of big difference, and this is another spicy product, so bear with me. We're on like the spicy product category right now. This is from YSL. I only bought one shade and I kind of want to go back and get some more. These are the Plump Shine lip oil glosses from YSL. I bought the shade 44 because I've loved the shade 44 in the Rouge Volupté lip shines they've had around forever. These right here, I'll show you. These bad boys. I've loved the number 44 forever. I've used it in my kit for a million years. I've used it on a million of my clients. It's like a staple in my life. So I had to get the gloss because it's such a pretty pink. Now I will say, the thing about these, it's not so much about the color necessarily, because the color tends to kind of just turn really red because it's plumping your lips so intensely. So again, it's a very spicy product, but it's a very impressive product. Like it will actually plump the look of your lips. So just a forewarning, if you're not looking for that, skip this. But if you want that effect, just like the Dr. Dennis Gross treatment, then you're going to want to get this one because it's very, very intense, but it's very, very, like it's going to do the job basically. But the color looks really pretty initially. It's a really pretty soft pink, but it does turn into a little bit more of like a red hue as it's starting to plump your lips, and your lips kind of get like that fiery tingle. So just a forewarning. Do I still want to go back and get another shade even with all that said? Yes, I do, because I'm hooked on it. So I've been loving that. I had to actually go dig this out of my purse because it's been in my purse since I picked it up. That's how much I like it. Another product I had to dig out of my purse because when I bought it, I liked it instantly. And it was one of those products that I knew I'd want to like retouch and like apply to my lips all throughout the day. So I never even got a chance to talk to you guys about this, but I did buy this also during the Sephora savings event when I picked up this bad boy and one other product from Fresh. There was a toner. Anyway, I digress. This is such a nice product. This is also from In Beauty Project. It's the Sun Balm SPF 30. It's a mineral broad spectrum lip balm. This is a tinted one. This is the shade Latte. It's what I have on my lips right now, and it is just so nice. If you want a tinted lip balm that has SPF in it, this is the one to get. Super comforting, super long lasting. Surprisingly, these don't wear off quick at all. And the feeling of them, the look of them is so nice. So if you want like a nice moisturizing lip balm that has a tint, I highly, highly recommend these. But this one, the Latte, for a pretty soft nude with a nice neutral lip liner, forget about it. Great, great combo. Let's dive into more makeup because I have a lot to share still. As I always do, I always have so many favorites after the month is over that I want to share. And it's like, I start out with like such a small pile and I'm like, oh, but this product, oh, but I use that product so much. Well, I have to include this because I use this like every single day. It wouldn't be right if I didn't. So One product that you're probably not going to be surprised to see in this video for April favorites is the sparkle sticks from Half Magic. Oh my god, these are so pretty. I've talked about these countless times at this point. If you watch any of my like short form videos on Instagram or TikTok, you've seen me talk about them and use them. They're just that good. I have one on right now that is, I have to share. It's this blue one that I've been loving. It's the Half Magic Sparkle Stick. This is the shade Cloud Kid. So this is Cloud Kid that I have just in my inner tear duct. And look how pretty Cloud Kid is. The shimmer on these is literally wet metallic magic. And I've talked about these a million times already, but I'm going to show you them one more time because I just can't help myself. Princess Teddy. If you don't have Princess Teddy, you are really missing out. This is Princess Teddy. Still wearing this. Still cannot stop wearing it. And they'll probably be in my, who knows, my May favorites, my June favorites at this point. I cannot stop using them. And then Beige Mystique is such a great throw it on your daytime makeup look for an evening out, and you have like the most instant makeup bump up that is so quick and so easy and so beautiful. Like these, all these for an evening out, you will not regret picking these up. They're so gorgeous. And then once they're on, a really good talking point too is they don't flake. They don't you don't get glitter flakes down your face. Even if you're laughing and active and you're running around or doing whatever, they stay put really, really well. So they grip onto your eyes really quick. But then once they're on, they dry down. They almost like self-set, and you don't have to worry about, glitter flakes on your face when you're having dinner or like going to a party or whatever, whatever you're doing with them. Even if you're staying at home, you won't have to worry about that. So love these. And then 2 eyeshadow liquids that I got from Armani. These are the Armani eye tints. Sandalwood is this one. Love it for like a warm everyday kind of base or like a wear alone shadow. And this is Cashew. So Cashew is more cool, well, more neutral leaning, slightly cool, whereas this one's more warm. They're just beautiful everyday kind of eye bases. You could swipe them on all over for a quick, easy look. In fact, I have Sandalwood under my eyes right now and I have a little bit of shadow on top of it. And of course I have this in my tear duct. But they're quick, they're easy, they don't crease, they wear an incredibly long time, and they're just beautiful. So I've been hooked on these ever since I got both these shades. And I'm so happy I got also another Sandalwood for my makeup kit because it's just a great, like, nice neutral crease color that you lay down. You could build on it or you could, like, just leave it alone. So those are fantastic. I've been hooked on those. And then I had to include this in this video again. I feel like I talk about this every single day, but I have gotten every penny's worth of this product ever since I bought this for a full face of Victoria Beckham Beauty. It's the VBB, I like to call it because the name is long. The VBB Contour Stylist. This is like their contour sculpting stick. I wear the shade Marble literally every single day. This is such an easy product, especially if you're on the go. You just kind of draw on a couple squiggles, you blend it out, and you're done. I've also used this in the crease for quick eyeshadow just to define my eyes. Wears incredibly well, blends out like butter, just a really fantastic product that I cannot stop wearing. And then a new favorite product, my girl Allie Glines, she launched brow pencils, and I forget the actual name. This is the Easy Everyday Brow Pencil. Such pretty packaging. So Allie. So this is a very fine tip pencil, but it's not fine to the point where it takes forever to draw on your individual brow hairs. It's like just the right size. And not only that, it wears incredibly long. So I wear this and I have really oily skin. My brows always get super shiny throughout the day if I'm not wearing a really good pencil. This stays put, doesn't smudge. My brows don't get overly shiny as I'm wearing them throughout the day. And it just gives me such great precision where I can literally draw on. Let me show you. I could create an entire fake brow. Like, look at that. Look how fine those little hair strokes are. But the pencil itself has really good grip to it. Like, it's just the right amount of dryness where it, like, actually sticks to your skin. It's not like, I just glide on too quick where it's like, it's not going to be long wearing. Like, this is, like, the perfect consistency. So, shout out to Allie because she really crushed this formula, and I cannot stop using that. And then an eyeliner that I also cannot put down. From the drugstore, very long wearing, very creamy, very rich in tone and color. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Grip up to 36-hour mechanical pencil in the shade Brown Denim. I'm going to swatch this too because now I'm on a roll of swatching. So it's a twist up pencil. It's a really creamy, easy to work with formula, but once it dries down, it's going to be locked in. It's going to wear all day and really great for on the go. So this has been in my makeup bag on the go every single day. Been loving this for a nice, easy, dark brown pencil. And then a new lip liner that I picked up recently, and I've been wanting to try products from Ortega Beauty. So this is the Ortega Cinnamon Girl lip liner. The shade is Cinnamon Girl. Cinnamon Girl, if you like a slightly warm brown lip liner. Oh, this is Cinnamon Girl lip liner. All the shades look so beautiful. Ortega Beauty is a newer brand. It's a makeup artist brand. It's Etienne Ortega. Incredible artist. Works on Christina Aguilera. Works on, I want to say, Demi Lovato. Who else? Lana Del Rey. Duh, like that's like the biggest one, I think. Anyway, amazing artist, has a makeup line, and I've been wanting to try their products for a while. So Ortega Beauty, this lip liner is unbelievable. But the shade, it's like my dream shade. So that is it for pencils. Now, the rest of the products I picked up, except for one, during the Sephora savings event. I'm going to run through them pretty quickly because you've heard me talk about them probably a gazillion times at this point and you might be tired. But just to let you know, this bronzer is absolutely worth it. And one thing I didn't know about this bronzer when I first bought it is they have like glowy ones too. So this is the matte one, but they also have like a shimmer based one as well. Did not know that. So this whole time I've been talking to you all, I'm like, oh no, the Dior's matte. And people are like, no, there's shimmer too. I'm like, where? Didn't know that. So I'm curious to pick up the shimmer one, but I also just don't need it. So for now, I've been loving the matte one. It is a buttery, beautiful bronzer. I have it on right now. I wear it as eyeshadow. I wear it all over my face. It is quite literally striking and so worth the money. It's a big component too. Like you get a lot of bronzer. Like that's a big amount of bronzer. It's like half the size of my face. The shade that I wear the most, or the shade that I wear, excuse me, that I love is the shade 10 Soft Matte. And it's just a really great bronzer that I got, thankfully, during the Sephora savings event. So I did save some money on it. But if you do pick it up, you're going to love it. If you want a good buttery matte bronzer that lasts a really long time, this is the one to get. If you don't like fragrance in your makeup, just know this is very heavily scented. However, I think it smells really good. So that's why another reason why I can't put it down. I open it and I'm like, it smells like a spa day or like a really expensive luxury store, which basically it is. It's Dior. So the other product I love from Dior that I also got during the Sephora savings event, thankfully, I have it on my face right now too. I can't stop using it. I've been using this so many different ways. I've been using it as a tear duct highlight. I've been using it underneath my blush, on top. I can't get enough of this one. This is the Dior Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade 02 Gold Halo. And it's just a gorgeous, very finely milled, almost like a creamy, it has a creaminess to it that's hard to explain. And look at that glow. Like that's like, ooh, unbelievable. It's so finely milled. It's such a like wet, flattering glow. It's not like a chunky, dry, gonna emphasize texture. I mean, I'm sure it would emphasize some texture depending on like where you place it on your face, so be careful with that. But all in all, it's such a creamy, buttery powder highlighter that I can't stop using it. It's show-stopping. It's gorgeous. I mean, come on. And the shade, phenomenal. Another blush I picked up also during the Sephora savings event. I'm just going to stop saying that. The rest of the products I picked up, except for one thing, was all during the Sephora savings event. This shade from YSL, I can't remember the name, but just know it's 06. It's the matte one from the YSL Make Me Blushes. So it's a powder blush, but this one for an everyday quick blush that's neutral, goes with anything. This is one of those colors that you could put on and not have to worry about what you have on your eyes and what you have on your lips, because it's just like a soft, natural, neutral that you could just kind of, like, you don't have to fuss with it, you know? You don't have to pair it with the right products. It could just work with anything seamlessly. So been tempted to get another one of these for my makeup kit, because blushes like this in this tone are always the ones I grab the most, and they're always the ones that my clients like the most and feel like the most confident in, because they're just not over the top blushy, you know? So been loving this one. It's in the shade 06. I'll write the actual name once I look it up in the description box. And please, YSL, just put the funny, sweet, cutesy names on the packaging too, because I never can remember the actual names and I trip them up and I get them confused and then I misquote myself and then it's just a big mess. So please, maybe I'll just write it myself. I'll write the name of this on the back because it's so hard. I'm like, oh, it's 06, but they're like, but what's the actual name? I'm like, I don't remember. Anyway, more blushes. I've been on a blush kick, as I always am, but I picked up a new shade from Danessa Myricks. This is the Yummy Skin Cream Blush, and it's in the shade It Girl. It Girl, I have this on. I have the Dior on top of it. It is so pretty. If you want like a bright bubblegummy pink that's just glowy and dewy, this is the one to get. These are such a great formula from Danessa. I love so many of the shades, but I'm happy I picked up this one for spring and summer because I feel like it's going to be a really good like staple color in my life. So I've been loving It Girl. And then these two, but more importantly, like the formula, also the shades I picked up are just perfect for me. But this formula from Rare Beauty, it's like a bouncy, moussey matte blush. These are unbelievable. Like probably the most, aside from like the liquid contour, I think this is such an impressive release from Rare Beauty. I think that they just crushed this formula. I love these. I highly, highly recommend them. They're an interesting texture, but I've always loved a matte, more like moussey blush. In fact, they really remind me a lot of my favorite from MAC. These are the Glow Play blushes. They're like a cushiony blush. I love these. They remind me a lot of that with really great staying power. This is the shade Hope, and I also have the shade Happy. So Happy and Hope have been on heavy rotation in my makeup bag, and they're just really beautiful blushes that I find really easy to work with. So let's say you're an oily girl like me and you've been hesitant to try, my dogs are going nuts today. Let's say you've been hesitant to try cream blushes because you don't want the extra glow and the extra like slip and you'd rather be a little bit more matte, but you want something that's going to be like a happy medium. I think that these are a really, really great option for us oily people out there that want the satisfaction of a cream blush, but more longevity and like a slightly more like matte formula. Really, really cool product. Last but not least, hang in there with me. The last product I want to share, and I've been testing this and testing this and testing this, but ultimately I've been using it almost every single day, so it's only right that I have it in this video. It is the pressed powder version of the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. It's in the shade 03, the Voile Rosé. Now, they sent this to me. I did not buy this, but I would have bought it to test it out. And I have to say, I throw it in my bag for touch-ups. I throw it in my makeup bag on the go. I use this to set my under eyes today. It's a really nice pressed powder. Now, a few things I want to like kind of reiterate. I've said this many times, but in case you've missed me talking about it, I want to kind of touch on this one more time in case there's any confusion. It's a great powder. I recommend it for setting on the go, but in terms of like locking your makeup in and like really, really locking it for like the ultimate longevity, ultimately speaking, you're always going to want to lock your makeup in and like fully set it with a loose powder like the Makeup by Mario or the Huda Beauty, especially the Huda Beauty Easy Bake if you're oily. So those are going to be your best bet for like locking your makeup in. But there's so many times where I'm on the go. I want to be quick and easy. I want something that also I could double as a touch-up powder as well for like an evening out or for when I just need to touch up my makeup throughout the day. And this powder really checks those boxes in terms of those things specifically. It will leave you with a really nice powdery, smooth matte finish. It's not the most mattifying for all day wear. So if you're an oily person like me, you're going to need a touch up throughout the day. I'd say after like hour 4, 5, you're going to be really shiny again. But for dry skin people that want like a nice smoothing look to their skin, they want like a really easy powder for setting on the go, for touch-ups, for like skin blurring and for skin and pore refinement, really, really great option. Is it like the old original that we all are still missing? No, because it has no shimmer in it. And also, it's pressed. The nature of it is just not going to be the same as the original. But what I will say is it is satisfying some of that want and that need, and it is giving us like a little something. It's kind of like they threw us a bone, and I'm happy to have that bone, and I'm really enjoying that bone. So long story short, I really like it. Just keep in mind, it's not going to keep you matte all day long. It's not going to make your makeup like budge-proof, rain-proof, hurricane-proof, but it is going to do a really nice job of smoothing, pore refinement, blotting throughout the day, touch-ups, and really easy on-the-go setting. So if you keep that in mind, you're going to really like this product. It does have fragrance to it, just something to call out. But I will say, you know, I'm such a brush snob, and I don't like brushes that are just like add-on, throw-on things that people add to like blushes and eyeshadow palettes. But I will say this one is quite useful. The shape of it, the fibers, it's a really nice touch-up brush if you're really, really in a pickle and you didn't pack any other brushes like mine with you. So with that said, these are all my favorites for April. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. I would love to hear what your favorites were for the month of April. If any of your favorites were from your Sephora savings event cart, or things you picked up, or things you picked up in general. It could be from anywhere, the drugstore, you name it. I would love to hear what they are in the comments below. Let me know if any of these are your favorites as well. Thank you so much for watching this Nikki Uncut. I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I would love to keep you in future videos. Give this video a thumbs up, and I appreciate you all. I'll see you soon. Bye.